Hello everyone, we are learning compound interest and today we will see how to find principal when the interest is compounded half yearly and also when time and rate is in the form of fraction. So here is the question. What sum will become rupees 4,913 in 1.5 years if the rate of interest is 12.5% compounded half yearly? Okay, so this is the question. What is given here? Amount is given, that is 4,913. What do we have to find? We have to find the sum or the principal. We are using the formula of amount to solve this. Let us see how can we solve this problem. Amount is 4,913, which is given. Rate is 12.5%. Right, when we simplify it, it becomes 12 to the 24 plus 1, 25 by 2%. 25 by 2%. Now this 25 by 2%, like I said, this is compounded half yearly. So what do we have to do with the rate? Right, we have to divide the rate by 2. So 25 by 2 becomes 25 by 4% half yearly. I hope you remember that basic rule I had given you before. Okay, just to recall, we need to divide rate by 2 and multiply time by 2 when it is compounded half yearly, when we are solving a question based on interest rate which is compounded half yearly. Okay, that's why 25 by 2% changes to 25 by 4%. Let me just show you here. 25 by 2 divided by 2. Now by default, when there is no denominator, we take it as 1. So 25 by 2 will multiply it. Then what happens? The denominator fraction is reciprocal, so it'll 2 by 1 will change to 1 by 2, and so we get it as 25 by 4. I hope you have understood it, right? So that's why 25 by 2% is changed to 25 by 4% half yearly. Let me erase the rough part so that we can continue solving this problem. Amount is 4,913, rate is 25 by 4%. What else is left? Time, right? Time. So time is equal to, how much was the time? Time was 1.5 year. And what did we learn from the recall part? That we have to multiply time with 2, right? So when you simplify 1 by 2, we get it as 3 by 2. Right, multiply t by 2, so 3 by 2 into 2, both the 2's will get cancelled, the denominator and the numerator, so we are left with 3 half years. So how much is time? 3 half years. Again, I am reminding you, we're solving a problem based on interest compounded half yearly. When we have to solve problem based on interest which is half yearly, then we'll have to use these rules. All right, therefore we use the formula of amount, p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. So when we use this formula, what do we have? Amount is given, so we'll just replace the values now. Okay, rate is 25 by 4 by 100, and n is, time is 3 half years. So this is what we get after we replace the values. Now we'll solve it further. Let me explain to you how can we solve the part which is given in the bracket. Okay, the fraction that is in the bracket. 1 plus 25 by 4 divided by 100. So you know by default the denominator will be 1. 1 plus 25 by 4 into, we reciprocal the denominator, that will be 100 by 1 changes to 1 by 100. And so we get it as 1 plus 25 by 400. I hope you have understood this part, right? So this is what we get after we solve 1 plus 25 by 4 divided by 100. So we'll just replace this value with that. Okay, we'll just replace this value in the place of 1 plus 25 by 4 divided by 100. So amount is 4913 is equal to principal, or the sum, the one that we solved. We will just replace it here, 1 plus 25 by 400. Bracket close to the power 3. That 3 is time. I hope you have understood it till here. Let me erase that part so that we can solve it further. Now let me explain to you how can we solve 1 plus 25 by 400. Most of the times I have been helping you to understand, okay, and I hope many of you have understood this. 1 plus 25 by 400. 25 and 400, we can cancel it. We can simplify it further to get as 1 by 16, right? So 1 plus 25 by 400, we can also write it as 1 plus 1 by 16 after simplifying it. So P into 1 plus 1 by 16 to the power 3. Okay, now let me help you understand how can we solve 1 plus 1 by 16. 1 plus 1 by 16 is equal to the LCM method. It is 16. 1 into 16 is 16, so we multiply 16 with the numerator 1, we get 16, plus 16 into 1 is 16. Same one, we multiply with the numerator, so we get plus 1. 16 plus 1 is 17. 17 by 16. This is what we get. So we'll just replace the value of 1 plus 1 by 16 with 17 by 16. Right, that 17 by 16 is replaced now. Let us simplify it further. So 17 by 16 to the power 3, that means what? We have to multiply 17 by 16 3 times. Okay, so I'll just write it down. 17 by 16 into 17 by 16 into 17 by 16. Okay, now what is our next important step? The next important step is to make, okay, let me just write it in one place so that you can understand it better. Rupees 4913 is equal to P into 17 to the 17 by 16 to the power 3, which is multiplying 17 by 16 3 times. Okay, now next important step is to make P the subject, right? Because we have to find the sum, that is the principal, so we'll have to make principal the subject. Principal is equal to 4913 as it is in the equation here. Now when we change, or when we move the multiplication to the other side, it will change the denominator, or it will reciprocal. Right, now this is in the form of fraction, so when we move this multiplication to the other side of equal sign, all these fractions will reciprocal, like you can see on your screen. 17 by 16 changes to 16 by 17 when it is moved to the other side of equal sign. Okay, let me help you understand how can we solve this. 4913 into 16 by 17 into 16 by 17 into 16 by 17. I hope you know the table of 17. It'll be much easier for you to solve it. Okay, when we multiply 17 289, we can cancel 4913, right? And 17 17s are 289, 17 1 to 17, so we are left with 3 16s, 16 into 16 into 16, and 16 cube will be how much? 16 cube is 4096. So we have come to the conclusion of the solution and we have got the answer. Hence the required sum is equal to rupees 4096. I hope you have understood it. You can go through the video again to understand it much better, and like I say, you have to keep practicing every day to understand maths much better. Keep trying and keep learning.